Hello, Belly. Hello. Hello. Welcome to Matera. Hi, everyone. Hello. Hi. Welcome to Matera. So, I've just arrived on the main road, the entry to the Sassi, which is the old town. Hi, Sue. Nice to see you. How you doing? Hi. Hi, Kat. I'm at the Christmas market in Matera. Ecco. Here we are. We just waited another couple of minutes. A few more people are logging in. It's a magic day. It's cold, but I've basically been out most of the day. It's really a beautiful time to visit southern Italy. Hi, darling. Hi, Mary Jo. Hello, ciao from Dallas, Sue. Yeah, it's mild. It's a lot warmer than Florence or up in the north. And hi. So it's a great time to visit southern Italy. You can really visit all year round. Ciao, cara. Ciao, Sharon. Hello, Matera is my family's hometown. How gorgeous, Frank. Hi. Hi. So we're going to take a lovely walk from the modern part of the city of Matera, and we're going to walk towards the Sassi, which is the older town. Okay, we'll have a nice walk around, and then we'll have 10 minutes or so. We'll round up with a little bit of an idea of itineraries and how to get here. The time of the year, it's, December 10, it's very mild in the city centre. It's a beautiful time to visit. Of course, southern Italy, the imagery of southern Italy that we have is typically beach, but really off-season, it's gorgeous. Sunny days. We were having lunch today without our coats, taking in the beautiful sunshine, enjoying the gorgeous flavours of Matera. So for those of you who are new to my Thank God It's Friday, typically in Florence, but this week in Matera, I'm a local tour operator. My name is Linda. I am based in Florence. My company, Italy Customised, we create multi-day vacations around Florence, Tuscany and beyond. And today we are experiencing Matera. So let's check it out. So I'm walking through the Christmas market, and you can see a selection of beautiful products, obviously coming from the region that we are based in. So we are in the region of Basilicata. So Basilicata, if we head all the way down south towards the heel, we have Puglia. And then on the opposite side, in the toe of the peninsula, hi Carolyn, wants to be in your video. Hi Bella. Oh my gosh, look at the caciocavallo. This is a typical cheese coming from Puglia. So remember that we are in Matera. So Matera was once part of the region of Puglia. And so it has a real presence of Puglia. Even the region of Basilicata itself, that is the top of the hill, has that real Pugliese feel. Even when it comes to the wine, we have the grape varietal Primitivo di Manduria, which is a known grape varietal coming from Puglia, along with Aglianico. And the Zinfandel grape varietal that grows in California is actually a clone of the Primitivo. And here we can see the beautiful streets of Matera. We are in the modern part of town. Okay, so what does that mean? So maybe you've seen the new James Bond movie with that is actually filmed in Matera, where we see the Sasi di Matera. So the Sassi is actually the old part. Hi Bella, looks cold but no snow. Good to see you. Good to see you too, Sue. There's no snow. It does actually snow in Matera, but it's very, very mild. I was saying before that southern Italy, the imagery that we have is typically visiting in the summer, Amalfi Coast, Sicily, Puglia, Calabria, Sardinia, where we go to the beautiful, oh, that's my kind of tree, a tree growing cheese, formaggio, where we typically think of the summer. Although the winter months are actually very mild. It's a great time to visit. November, December, it's cool. I'd say now we're about 15 degrees, but today there was sunshine, it was beautiful. So you newbies, my name is Linda. We're in Matera this week, for thank God it's Friday. We have not been on for a while. It's actually been quite busy in Italy. Lots of people visiting. Even though we're in a pandemic, we are very happy to say that we've been busy. Lots of clients coming in from all over the world, all the parts of the world that are able to travel. So if any of you are somewhere where you can't travel, or you feel a little nervous to travel, I'm going to give you some insight into Matera. So I'm walking now through the modern part, love the cheese tree, of Matera. So this is the area of Matera that basically underground we have the ancient city, okay? So in fact, it's quite fascinating because if you look at the architecture that I'm passing by now, we can see a little bit of architecture from the 1920s, so during fascism, 1950s. And then we have this palazzo on the right side that is being restored is from the 700s. So a lot of, modern areas to arrive at the historical part of the Sassi, which are the old neighborhoods of Matera that we're now walking towards. And so most of the population actually live up in this modern area, okay? We are strategically, how would you arrive in Matera? So from Rome, you fly to Bari and you pick up a car rental, or we organise a chauffeur driver for you. And it's about a 45-minute drive to Matera. And as I was walking around this morning with a local guide, with my boys, with Giulio and Diego, we took a tour this morning with a wonderful local guide called Antonio. He gave us some really fabulous insight about the city centre. I would recommend 4 nights in Matera to really discover the pretty town centre. Here we can see some beautiful Baroque architecture, and the white colour that you see is the stone, the local stone, which is granite limestone that covers the historical centre. See all the paving. And here we see a very interesting church. There are around 190 churches in the old historical area and also in the modern part of Matera. And here this is a very interesting church that has the shape of the Pope's hat. Can you see the cappella? The Pope's hat. A very interesting crest on the facade of the Chiesa del Purgatorio, the Purgatory Church. Look at the door and look at the crest. from 1745. I love Antonio Manconi. Was this your guide? Yes, Val. That was my guide. You met him before? He was fantastic. Antonio and his wife, they're both guides and local guides of Matera. He was fantastic. And my kids really loved him too. I always say to my children, whenever I'm visiting a new place and I meet new guides, I always use my kids, 11 and 14, Julio and Diego, as my guinea pigs. I call them my guinea pigs, so that they can recommend or tell me what they think about the guide. And they loved Antonio. Yes, he's lovely. He is lovely. Isn't that incredible that you knew him? Look at the facade of another church as we make our way towards the Sassi. Now, this is what's really special about visiting Italy in the winter. Very, very different vibe to the summer months where you have just loads of people around the main streets. Here we have a quiet city, yet very, very beautiful. Look at the light as the sun is coming down over the gorgeous limestone of Matera. So let's talk about where you would stay if you were coming to Matera. So one of the initiatives that took place in the 1980s, 1990s really, in Matera, because it was not really a tourist attraction until it became a World UNESCO site, and that really changed everything. A couple of movies that were filmed here, Mel Gibson's movie was also filmed here in the 80s, and that gave an attraction. Wonder Woman was also filmed here, and many of those who have... Hi Judy, darling. I was thinking of you this morning. When I was on tour with Antonio, a lot of the different types of designs and engineering. So I was thinking of you, Judy. Mwah, un bacio. So what's really been fascinating in terms of tourism, what has really changed the city over the past 20 years, has actually been bed and breakfasts. Like we know Airbnb, which is a huge thing, some parts of the world has really been a turning point, or perhaps a little negative in terms of districts and people that actually live in the areas saying that they have lost that cultural vibe of their area because they just have tourists staying there for 2 or 3 days. Instead, in Matera, it has been the opposite. The Airbnb insertion has really given an opportunity for people to move back to the old Sassi, which I'm going to show you now what I mean by the old Sassi, and repurchase land or restore, have people staying in bed and breakfasts on the ground floor and actually living up on the top floor of these historical properties. So, what are you talking about, Linda? Here I am. I am now showing you part of the area. Let's start from here. Of the Sasi di Matera. The Sasi di Matera. Okay, so when we started walking, I was up near this area here. Just behind is the modern area of Matera. And here we can see the Sasi di Matera. So what happened here, historically, these were areas where farmers lived. If we look a little further over, isn't it amazing? Yeah, it's changed. Look down at these properties here. You can see that these are typically probably owned by the comune. So they're owned by the state, these homes where there's no one actually living inside. But there are other areas. In the 1950s, 17,000 people that lived within this area. There was a huge change. They were given the opportunity to actually moved to the modern part of the town, of the area of Matera. So if you can imagine, when they lived here, there was no running water, there was no electricity. So it really was only, even if you look as far as this area here, you can actually see grottos where the shepherds would actually be based over in these areas here. And in these little tiny homes is where they lived in a very, very simple way. So, tourism, movies, attraction. Now this area has become a World UNESCO site, has given the opportunity for Matera to kind of revive itself. So thankfully, all of this area was not taken down when it was completely removed. People left their homes and moved to the modern area. Today, many of these incredible little stone homes have been transformed into hotels and bed and breakfasts. Now, it looks like a movie set. If I don't move my video, it looks like I'm showing you a film set. And that's exactly what it looks like. It's incredible. Let's walk down a little bit so you can see some of the area that looks very, very distant. Look at these little cobblestone streets that are taking us down to the homes. And like I explained, why are these Airbnbs and bed and breakfasts working so well here? The reason why is that underneath where I'm walking now, underneath are grottos. So each and every apartment that we can see up here on the top floor, these homes, underneath there are, look, we can see TripAdvisor signs. We can see the name of these cute little, look at this cute little Maison, l'Angolo del Poeta. Beautiful little bed and breakfasts. So this arrival of tourism has given the opportunity for many of these places to be restored and revived. It's very difficult to actually live in these grottos because there's no light. They're underground. It's a great experience for 2 or 3 days, but you're not going to live under there. Now let's get a better idea here. Look where we are. Look at this. I stayed on the Piazza del Sedile at the B&B. Yeah, it truly is amazing. I mean, when you think about how they've restored over the past 20 years, they have restored these beautiful properties and these gorgeous little B&Bs. Look at this place here. You see, this would be the only light that you would actually have from your room. Okay, so that's going to be great for 2 or 3 days, but you are not going to, hi Woody, welcome. Welcome to our Thank God It's Friday in Basilicata. Look where we are. We're in this magic part of the world, discovering the Sassi di Matera. Look at this. We can see in the distance this ancient church. It really truly is amazing. And like Antonio, our local guide this morning, showed us, we even went to see a series of cemeteries that were actually above homes. This connection with death and modern, scusate, and modern living that has actually been able to take place in the Sasi di Matera. Here's another example of luxury hotel and spa, Aquatio. Now, this is when I start to say luxury and boutique, okay? I would not call staying in a cave luxury. Now, if you go onto the Matera, the websites of this beautiful hotel called Aquatio, if you go to another couple of beautiful masserie that are called luxury masseria, stay in a cave, it's quite a particular experience. I don't know if any of you have ever been to Alberobello, where they have these tiny little hut type homes, and there are hotels called luxury hotels. I would call this boutique, okay? definitely boutique. It doesn't matter. Even the luxury spa Aquatio has 35 rooms that have been completely restored within the Sasi di Matera. But yeah, I wouldn't call them luxury. I'd call them boutique. You see, here's one. So one of 35 little rooms that were once homes, okay? So there's another couple down here. Look how gorgeous, gorgeous. But of course, this is, again, the only light you are going to get in each room. There's a series of them all the way up here as we make our way down towards the main street. We can find more and more of these beautiful rooms that are part of, oh, and by the way, make sure you could go up and down these stairs. So you have to make sure that you are in a pretty good shape to visit the Sasi di Matera. You can actually drive through on the main road and perhaps just take a couple of the streets. But if you really want to discover this gorgeous historical centre, there's another 2 rooms. See, there's another 2 rooms, okay? So the hotel, this hotel kind of cascades all the way down this area. Look at the way that this area has been built, okay? Now, we are walking through. Now, this is where I'm thinking of Judy, coming back to the engineering and the waterways that have been restored in this area in order to have, modern living, to be able to live here. Historically, there was no electricity, so all the wiring has been re-added over the years. Oh, this morning when we were with Antonio, we stopped by this lovely home here where you can see the garden in the front. Look how gorgeous it is. And we also visited an ancient pozzo. So the way that they would obtain water was always from this central cisterns, okay? And here we can see a cistern that is the well of the Sasso Cavioso, is a public reserve of water for the inhabitants of Sasso Cavioso, wanted by the bishop's monks di Monaco in 1846. So here we are in this beautiful patrimony of UNESCO, where we could see loads of artisans, beautiful places to enter inside and discover more about the stories of the Sasi di Matera. Look at this gorgeous road that was just restored and rebuilt 20 years ago that takes us down along this avenue towards the other gorgeous little restaurants, shops, bed and breakfasts. It really is amazing. Imagine how this was constructed without heavy equipment. It's really quite amazing that you say that, Judy, because this morning with Antonio, he explained what this street once was. They had to also be very careful to maintain all of the external areas to its originality. You can see here they've added modern stone, but they've kept the original structures. It's amazing. It really is beautiful. Let's walk down this way. So let's talk about staying in Matera. So this is what I recommend. I recommend 3 or 4 nights in Matera, arriving in Bari, driving directly to Matera for 3 or 4 nights, and then heading back to Puglia and discovering more of the area of Puglia. So 7 nights, 8 nights would be ideal to discover the region of Basilicata and Puglia, okay? So those who are interested in more of a beachy vacation, wonderful to come. May, June, July, August, September. Those that just really want to discover a city and aren't really so interested in going to the beaches, October, November. Remember, we have the olive harvest in November. We are in one of the, next to, very close to the region of Basilicata. We have Puglia, which is the largest producer of olive oil, second to Spain in the world. So October's a great time. November, December. I'm here in December. It's absolutely gorgeous. It'll start to snow a little bit end of December, January. And so I really think April, May is also gorgeous. So really, 10 months of the year, you can visit Matera, Basilicata, and look how gorgeous this is. Hi, Annette. Hi, darling. Basilicata and Puglia. So, my darlings, it's gone way too fast. Oh, hang on a minute. Let me show you the ape. So, my darlings, it's gone way too fast. Thank you for joining me for another Thank God It's Friday in Matera. Who knows where we'll be next time? In a couple of days I'll be in Rome, but hopefully next Friday I can see you again. I will keep you informed. Now, for those of you who are not subscribed, ti auguro un Natale pieno di amore, pace e grazie Val, bellissima. Now, darlings, if any of you have any questions, just add that to the live, and I will respond to you. Any of you who want to continue following and subscribe to my mailing list, jump onto my website www.italycustomized.it and subscribe so that you can learn a little bit more about your next vacation to Bella Italia. And I hope to see you in Italy very soon. For those of you who are traveling very soon, like Mary Jo, also Judy's coming in February, I can't wait to see you, and I hope to meet you all in Italy very soon. Take care, darlings. Let me just give you another great view of the Sassi di Matera. Ciao belli.